and Caitlin Clark front row at the Prada show for Milan Fashion Week. Obviously, Caitlin Clark has been working with Prada since at least draft night.
Caitlin Clark just made headlines by appearing in Milan, taking a front row seat at the Prada fashion show, and the internet instantly erupted. However, what many people are failing to realize is that this moment goes far beyond a simple celebrity sighting. This could mark the early stages of a significant partnership between Clark and Prada, one of the most influential luxury fashion houses in the world. The financial scale of what might be involved would likely shock many observers. So the real question is this: is Clark currently crafting the most valuable personal brand in the history of women's sports? Or does another athlete deserve that distinction? Share your thoughts below. But before diving deeper, let's clarify something first.
A me mi rimangono 4 minuti di vendita, 200 foto, devo scaricare. Che benefit perché 4 che cazzo sei? Video bello, è andato a questo concerto. Ma mandando io mi siamo uguali di avere anche io non volevo più quindi
When Caitlin Clark stepped inside Milan's Fondazione Prada on February 26th and settled into a coveted front row seat at the Fall 2026 show, fully styled in Prada and positioned beside Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu, it was far from accidental. This was not a spur-of-the-moment call because another guest backed out, nor was it a random celebrity cameo. It represented the most public display yet of a connection between Clark and Prada that has been quietly developing since her transition into the professional ranks. What we are witnessing hints at something much larger, something the WNBA and the wider sports industry are only starting to fully comprehend. Major fashion houses in Milan do not place athletes in prime front row seats out of courtesy or goodwill. Those invitations are strategic decisions rooted in projected influence and long-term financial upside. When a powerhouse like Prada, known globally for its exclusivity and calculated brand positioning, continues aligning itself with the same athlete repeatedly, it signals more than a styling arrangement for a single evening. It suggests the groundwork of a serious partnership, one that extends far beyond loaned outfits and red carpet photographs. To truly understand the scale of it, you have to look back at how this relationship began, because the broader trajectory is even more compelling than the Milan spotlight moment itself.
I went with Prada. I think Prada's like very me, very like, I don't know, I'm a pretty simple girl, but Prada's never dressed a WNBA player or NBA player for the draft, so it's very fun. Got the simple white and then sparkly on the inside, but yeah, really fun. Got the bag, got the slick shoes, so yeah.
April 2024, Draft Night. Caitlin Clark arrives at the WNBA draft as the projected #1 overall selection, and she does so entirely dressed in Prada. This was not a subtle nod to the label or a single statement accessory. It was a complete Prada ensemble. A crisp white jacket layered over a shimmering silver crop top, paired with a white miniskirt and finished with black pointed toe heels. Every element came from the same luxury house. While speaking to reporters on the orange carpet, she made it clear that Prada had never previously custom-fitted an NBA or WNBA player for draft night. She was the first to receive that distinction. She understood the significance of it and openly acknowledged it. More importantly, she carried herself in a way that showed she recognized the magnitude of the occasion, not just as a basketball milestone, but as a cultural moment extending well beyond the sport itself. The response came instantly. Across every major platform, social media was saturated with one recurring sentiment: Caitlin Clark is so Prada. The commentary went far beyond simple compliments about her appearance or praise for a stylish outfit. Instead, people were drawing a deeper connection, suggesting that Clark and the brand mirrored each other. The vibe, the visual identity, the confidence, it all aligned in a way that felt effortless and authentic rather than carefully staged or artificially constructed. Moments like that, when culture responds organically without prompting, hold more value for a luxury house than even the most expensive advertising campaign. You cannot script that kind of resonance, and you certainly cannot force it. It carries credibility precisely because it feels unmanufactured. and Prada recognized the significance of that alignment immediately.
Breaking women's basketball fashion news, Caitlin Clark in custom Prada for a time event. The fact that it's simple, it's timeless, but the back makes it so special and interesting. Of course, high fashion. She's gonna be in a Prada campaign soon though, I promise. It's Prada, so obviously the silhouette is fantastic, but this dress feels so Caitlin in the style that we've seen from her. It's minimalist, it's classy, it's timeless. The back is a freaking moment. I love that, and I love that Prada did a custom look. Obviously, follow off more women's basketball fashion news, but what do you think of this?
Over the course of her rookie season with the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark consistently turned arena arrivals into headline moments by stepping out in carefully selected Prada tunnel walk outfits that kept the fashion conversation alive week after week. Some nights, she chose a minimalist white tank paired with strappy cargo pants, making sure the Prada triangle logo was clearly visible, while on other occasions, she went with a coordinated denim-on-denim Prada set, styled with the brand's signature black nylon bag. None of these appearances were random or spontaneous. Her stylist, Audrey Girardi-Ataf, was intentionally crafting a cohesive visual narrative that unfolded across the entire season, and that narrative repeatedly directed attention back to the same luxury house. Every matchup, every broadcast camera, and every fan consuming tunnel walk clips, now a powerful form of standalone sports content, became part of that ongoing brand alignment. Then came the Milan invitation, and on February 26, Clark took her place in the front row at the Prada Fall 2026 show, wearing a cropped striped polo, high-waisted Prada trousers secured with a Prada belt, a compact Prada top-handle bag, a wool overcoat draped across her shoulders, and pointed-toe Prada heels, completing a look that reinforced the deliberate consistency behind the partnership. She even repeated the same pointed-toe heel silhouette she had debuted on draft night, a deliberate stylistic echo rather than a random choice. That subtle callback signaled a full-circle moment, a carefully constructed fashion storyline unfolding in chapters, and the executives at Prada undoubtedly recognized the symbolism. Seated beside her was Eileen Gu, the Olympic skiing champion who captured 1 gold and 2 silver medals and has since emerged as one of the most globally recognizable young athletes. Their shared front-row placement in Milan was more than seating logistics. It conveyed a clear message about the type of talent Prada intends to align with moving forward. Youthful, highly accomplished, culturally influential, and authentically engaged with fashion rather than treating it as a transactional endorsement. Shifting to the financial dimension reveals where the deeper implications lie. The evolving connection between Caitlin Clark and Prada shows the hallmarks of a relationship progressing toward a significant, formal partnership. The brand made history by exclusively fitting her for the draft without any prior precedent, establishing a foundation that suggests something far more substantial could be on the horizon. Prada invited her to Milan, styled her entirely for the show, and placed her in the front row, each move signaling a progressively deeper level of investment and commitment from the luxury brand. In the world of high-end fashion, such a stepwise escalation almost always points toward the natural next stage, a formal endorsement partnership. So, what might a collaboration between Caitlin Clark and Prada actually be worth? To grasp that, it's essential to consider the unique assets Clark brings to a brand relationship, advantages most athletes at this point in their careers simply do not possess. It begins with her audience. Clark commands a massive and deeply engaged fan base that stretches far beyond the usual WNBA viewership. Her social media following includes countless fans who discovered women's basketball entirely because of her, many of whom had never engaged with the sport before. That growing audience leans young and female, the exact demographic luxury fashion houses are racing to engage in 2026. The traditional high-end consumer is aging, and brands are acutely aware of the need to connect with a new generation. They require cultural influencers who can introduce their labels authentically, without appearing forced or opportunistic. Caitlin Clark delivers that effortlessly. Her tunnel walk fashion clips reach millions of viewers who aren't necessarily fashion aficionados. They watch because they are fans of Clark. In doing so, they internalize her aesthetic, her style sensibilities, and the brand she aligns with. Each time she steps into a space wearing Prada, an immense audience, many of whom had never engaged with the brand before, begins to perceive Prada as relevant, aspirational, and culturally resonant. That kind of marketing impact carries immense value, and it's occurring right now without any formal partnership in place. Imagine, then, what could happen once an official deal is signed, allowing both Clark and Prada to collaborate strategically with the full backing of a major luxury house. Custom-designed pieces, exclusive campaign shoots, product collaborations, the possibilities are vast. Even the idea of a signature Caitlin Clark x Prada sneaker, which Marie Claire has already highlighted as a logical next step post-fashion show, could alone generate staggering revenue. Considering the collector market, the broader fashion industry, and the sports crossover audience fueling initial demand, the financial potential easily climbs into the hundreds of millions. The $100 million figure being mentioned in connection with a potential Caitlin Clark x Prada partnership is far from speculative. It represents a grounded valuation when you consider the duration of a serious luxury collaboration, the global influence of both parties, and the unique market opportunity Clark's cultural presence provides for Prada. To put it in context, top athletes in men's sports routinely secure apparel and fashion deals of similar or even greater scale. Clark's existing Nike agreement, which features a signature shoe currently in development, already ranks among the most significant athlete footwear partnerships in recent memory. Bringing Prada into the equation wouldn't merely add another contract. It would amplify her portfolio in a way that multiplies cultural and financial impact. This positions Caitlin Clark at the unique crossroads of elite athletic performance and high fashion, a space no female athlete has inhabited at this scale before. The timing of it is particularly noteworthy. The WNBA is currently in a collective bargaining agreement deadlock, with talks between the league and the players' union stalled. The 2026 season has yet to be officially secured, leaving genuine uncertainty about when competition will resume. While many players remain in a holding pattern, Clark is in Milan, attending fashion shows, participating in pro-am golf events, and developing aspects of her personal brand that don't rely on the basketball court. This is not a player who is distracted or off track. It's a player fully aware of the brevity of professional sports careers, strategically using every opportunity to construct a brand that transcends the game itself. The WNBA-CBA deadlock is beyond her influence, but what Caitlin Clark can control is how she uses her time while waiting, and she is doing so in the most strategically impactful way possible. A closer look at her appearance alongside Eileen Gu at the Milan Fashion Show is telling. Gu stands as one of the most commercially successful young female athletes globally, having cultivated a brand that spans sports, fashion, culture, and business simultaneously. Her value to luxury brands stems largely from the fact that she defies simple categorization. Clark is deliberately building a similarly multidimensional brand presence, and the fashion industry serves as a critical arena for establishing that depth. Appearing at Prada's show in Milan alongside someone of Gu's stature does far more than create an appealing photograph. It situates Clark within a cultural framework that sends a clear signal to the fashion world, the business community, and broader society about who she is and the trajectory of her career. Critics who surface whenever Caitlin Clark steps outside the basketball court argue that she should focus on the sport. They said it when she participated in the Annika Sornam Pro-Am golf event with Lexi Hull and Sophie Cunningham. They said it about Milan, and they will say it about whatever comes next, and each time, they'll be wrong. The standard they're imposing on Clark is one they would never apply to athletes they actually admire. Building a personal brand during the off-season is far from a distraction. It's a strategic, responsible, and forward-looking investment of time and opportunity. Every professional athlete's playing career eventually ends, and those who cultivate something enduring beyond the court are the ones who recognize that reality early and acted with intention. Clark grasped this truth the moment she stepped onto the orange carpet in that white Prada ensemble on draft night. She demonstrated that understanding with every tunnel walk outfit she selected across 2 full seasons. She reinforced it again when she took her front row seat in Milan, witnessing the Fall 2026 collection in one of fashion's most iconic venues. The WNBA provided Clark the initial platform, and Prada is helping her shape what comes next. Caitlin Clark went to Milan, claimed a front row seat at Prada, and sent a clear message. She is constructing something far larger than basketball alone. This partnership with Prada has been developing over the past 2 years, and it's just the beginning. For those who recognize the trajectory and want to follow every step of her journey, don't miss out. Engage, like, and subscribe to stay updated.